Hello, and welcome back to the Broken Respawn podcast, where we talk all things gaming, streaming, everything in between. I still haven't got this intro right, have I? I'm TBSliver, and I'm joined here today by the ever-red CaedesEnder.
Evening.
And the newly sheared sheep in the end, Kremlik! Who seems to be on fire today. How are we all doing today?
Yeah, not too bad. I could do with the temperature picking a number and sticking to it, but other than that, it's...
I can agree with that. It's been a bit wham recently.
I don't mind the warm. It's the 10 degrees in the morning to the 30 degrees in the evening, and then fluctuating between all throughout the day. Just pick one, stick to it. I'll adjust accordingly. The rest can just feck off.
It's not like in here it's currently 32.
Yeah.
So checked. I'm at 24 with 49% humidity.
Jeez, I'm at 23 with I don't have a humidity measure. It is warm in our respective studios.
And I've had to close the window because the dogs will bark.
Ah, yes. so nice long podcast today then. So we boil Caedes.
Numbers go up.
Numbers go up, and most of that is Caedes' temperature.
They were rookie numbers, and the sun is pushing those numbers.
So, what have we all been up to for the last 2 weeks? Have you been?
It's been 4 weeks for Caedes, so it's been a while.
Oh yeah, true.
It has been 4 weeks for me.
Yeah, he's only playing the one game or two, or finishing off one.
Well, no, this is the thing. I've not just been playing the one game. I've had so much to play. I've been playing Final Fantasy XIV again. I've been trying to pick up Hades again. I did a run on Monster Hunter Rise the other day. I still need to pick back up Starship Troopers because I've not played the patch on that yet. I haven't had time to do any of my story of seasons recently. I've got Baldur's Gate 3 on the go. I downloaded Dizzy 2 yesterday because, I just went into a fetal position and went back to my childhood. And then I've got Curse of the Ship of the Damned thing releasing today, along with Wayfinder and Armored Core next week, and I'm sure there's something else I'm missing. I have not got any time.
It's almost like the title of this podcast is very apt for this one.
Yeah,
it's too busy.
Too busy.
Too busy.
What happened during June, July, and January and February? Where did everyone release?
Yeah, everybody said August is the day of releases. It's not like we got Opening Not Live and Gamescom next week with the reveal of Destiny 2's next expansion and season next week as well on the same day. It's not like we're sitting here for fucking looking out as just going.
Wait! Destiny 2's new season starts next Tuesday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, there goes my chance to try and finish the season off. I actually haven't finished the season.
You have 5 days.
I have 5 days to do 60 levels.
Speaking of seasons, we probably should announce this as well. In 26 hours, Atlas Season 4 for Armco goes live.
Oh, shit, yes!
Which apparently they randomly decided to pick the same day that Darkside's putting out a new server season, and it's their final season as well. So that's all gone to pot.
Yeah, we picked this date arbitrarily, and then everybody else has picked this date arbitrarily.
It's also the day of Armco's charity 24-hour live stream.
Wait,
so that's,
really?
Oh, yeah. It's all gone wrong. Too much. Too busy. Do not like.
But we can't delay. But it's been 3 years doing the Atlas Season 4, and we can't actually delay another week because what will happen is they will literally lynch us.
Yep. Well, Wasted spent till all this morning and last night essentially starting recording the trailer. So that should hopefully be dropped at some point tomorrow, though I know he's got some more recording to do tonight because I'm going to try and help him out if I can be up.
Yeah. I might give him a hand with some of the... I can give him a hand with that from the admin side. Because, hell, let's give him a hand. I'd like this. Atlas Season 4, I want out the fucking door. I just want it done. It's taken a lot longer, and it's been a lot of work, and we've done a lot of good things. But most of the team are currently feeling the burnout on this.
Oh, yeah.
Especially the Arbiter team. The Arbiter team who have been working on this literally solidly since the last one. It's just... We're all just...
I'd say it's a surprise that most of you haven't been driven to drink, but I know a few of you have, so...
Me and Poe started drinking beforehand, just to be sure.
Spatcher's never sober anymore. Pretty sure. He opens the editor and then just downs a bottle of whiskey and then starts work.
Well, that's because he's got time to do that, because it takes so long to boot the damn editor.
True.
But yeah, no. So yeah, we've also got self-imposed stupidity, which is, well, yeah, it is what it is.
It's absolutely manic. And to add in a personal note to that, I took and passed my driving test and picked up a car and I'm now driving within the last 2 weeks as well. So add on to everything else, all of that.
Yeah,
it's just. And I wish I could say this was unusual, but honestly, June, July were almost as busy.
Yeah,
and October's going to be as busy as well. Yeah. We've got Star Citizen coming up in 5 days or something?
Starfield.
Sorry.
Starfield in 2 weeks.
Starfield in 2 weeks.
I'm sure the early access starts in it's got a 7-day early lead or something, or a 5-day early lead, so that's even sooner.
I think it's a 2-day, but again, people have been taking 7 days to install it anyway because it's the install size.
139 gig preload went up earlier today, I think.
On PC, yeah. It's 2 different sizes on Xbox. It's 110 for standard, and no, it's 101 for standard and 117 for deluxe edition. I don't know why the deluxe edition got space.
The only thing I can think is that it genuinely includes something that only you've got access to, which they haven't optimized properly. But that just seems it's not online, so it makes sense. Yeah,
as long as it's not redownload,
compressed chips and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's bizarre.
Yeah, as long as it's not a redownload. I mean, hell, I'm currently debating uninstalling Forza Horizon 5 to make room for Starfield because they're the same size, and I haven't played Forza in months.
My options are simple. It's either keep Baldur's Gate or play Starfield.
No, it wasn't Star Citizen. It was Starfield. That was my mistake, Droid. But yeah, 5 days early access is what I've heard as well. And then some people have already got access to it now for the review copies, and the embargo for that goes off next week, I think. So you're going to get absolutely saturated with Starfield. I'm going home.
Give up. Go home. We've had enough now.
Yeah, it's not like we had the year of Shadow, where every game had a Shadow in it. So it's like Shadowbringer, Shadowtaker. To what? Stop with the same name conventions. Do something different.
I mean, to be fair, isn't the one I was talking about earlier, the Ship of the Damned thing, isn't that got Shadow in it? Because it's by the same guys who made Shadow something.
I think it's
not a clue.
Give me a second. I will look this up because we're just talking about it.
Shogun. Shadow Tactics.
Shadow Tactics
was Shadow Tactics is the original one they made, Blades of the Shogun. They then made the expansion Aoi's Choice. And now they've made
Shadow Gambit, the Cursed Crew.
Shadow Gambit is the word I can never remember.
Shadow Gambit. There we go.
Yeah, it's Gambit. So everything that was Gambit. What you have done? Yeah,
I will say I played the Next Fest demo for it. I already knew I was probably going to buy it because I pushed 40 hours into Shadow Tactics without even realizing. I got to the end and was like, well, that was a fun 10 hours. I'm sorry, how long? So I knew I was going to buy it anyway.
I just realised Shadow Gambit is on my wish list as well. Yeah, and I never got to play it.
Played the Next Fest demo of it, and I was like, "Oh yeah, no, this is exactly silly enough for me. Thank you."
Yeah, I mean the big important thing for it is it's just all. That's not going to work on this node. It's all ships and sailing and puzzle. Is it turn-based or I can't remember if it's turn-based or real time?
If you've ever played anything like Commandos, behind enemy lines or anything like that, it's all real-time tactical. Think of it as a what's it called? What does Metal Gear Solid call itself originally? Stealth action.
Stealth action espionage.
That's the one. Imagine stealth action espionage with a free flow camera. All the guards are on timings. You've got to distract them, make quick movements. So imagine XCOM, but make it real time, and then set it in a pirates, essentially a very, very fantasy pirates with magic and skeletons and Pirates of the Caribbean vibes. Yeah,
It's
all
worth noting-
about it.
Yeah, it's worth noting Shadow Tactics is actually quite cheap right now if you check the price.
I think it's $4.50, so about maybe $6, something like that.
And yeah, it's $3.50 for the base game, but if you get that and it's standalone story, I think it's something like it's less than a tenner. So yeah,
Ico's Choice plus both soundtracks and an art book was like £11 or something. So
yeah, it's a
$15.
Yeah, it's a $5 on its own. So basically, yeah.
And as I say, I put 40 hours into it accidentally. I haven't even touched on Ico's Choice yet. So there's so much play in it, and it's so fun.
I'm gonna have to take a look at this. I have a feeling I've played games similar to this before, so I can't remember if I played Shadow Tactics. It might be. There is a game that this reminds me of that I've played. That it's real time.
Played Commandos.
That one doesn't ring a bell.
World War II military sim. Or there was another one, a Russian name. I'm never going to be able to find it because it's not installed. No. But there is another one that was very similar, and that one was kind of weirdly before the Ukraine invasion, but was kind of in that kind of vein where Russia was invading, you're on the defensive, you've got to build up a militia, kind of thing. And
I don't know if it's true, but Desperados, the Desperados series, isn't that something?
I don't know actually. Maybe Wasteland as well. That's kind of similar. That's got more of a
RPG. That's more a classic Fallout.
A Fallout style vibe.
That might be what I'm thinking of though, because Wasteland is real time with pause, isn't it? Does it have pause in this? Being able to set up movements, or
yes and no. To set your actions, yes, you can pause it, but after that, no.
Yeah, there's no Yeah.
I think in this it's not a true pause. I'm sure it's a slowdown rather than a pause.
Okay. That's fair enough.
But yeah,
I'm not sure what's going on screen, so I'm going to flip out of it.
It's going to have to wait till payday because there's just too much going on at the moment. I do not have the pennies.
Yeah. Oh, I want to get the latest expansion of Guild Wars. Not because I'm going to be able to play it on the release. I just realised how long that launch trailer is. That was less than halfway through. It's a 6-minute launch trailer. So, yeah. That looks good, though. Yeah, I think... I'm just looking through my my piles. The only ones that I can think of might be Shadowgrounds.
Mm-hmm. Name's there again.
Yeah, Flipping Shadows. I have a feeling. I thought I'd played it. Oh well, never mind. There's a game I'm trying to think of that I played that I keep wanting to call Shadowgrounds, but it's not Shadowgrounds, and I can't remember what it is, and I'm annoyed now. But yeah, there's just so many games. Like the big one, Starfield, is the one that I'm looking forward to as well.
Yeah, well, in the middle after that, you've basically got 4 weeks until Phantom Liberty hits for Cyberpunk as well. So yeah,
I need to finish Cyberpunk. I need to just quit my job and play games for like a month. Wait a minute.
Well, what makes it worse? They're doing a world premiere of the gameplay at Open Out Live as well.
Oh God.
So you think I'm going, yes, and everything else. Plus, during Open Out Live, they got, I think they confirmed, like I said, Phantom Liberty. And if I go onto Twitter, I think they did Alan Wake 2. It's going to be appearing there as well. Jeff. What's it called, Jeff?
How do you spell Jeff? Yes, Jeff. Yeah. What? No, hang on. Wrong game.
Yes, Jeff.
Yes, Jeff. Yes, Jeff. What?
Jeff Skisbeam. Wait.
Yeah.
God.
Well,
Yeah, I mean-
one thing they confirmed about Opening Night Live, it's basically going to be more about the content of what has already been than new reveals. So the good news is no new games going to be announced. That's the good news.
Well,
yeah.
you say that, but they're prone to shadow dropping things these days, so
Yeah.
Oh god,
something could happen.
Yeah. Yeah. Now on his formerly known as Twitter account. In a second. Yeah, we've got the world premiere of Sonic Superstars. Some more gameplay footage of Starfield. Lords of the Fallen is going to get some original footage in there. There's the Lords of the Fallen, not the Lords of the Fallen. To confuse people.
Yeah, not Lords of the Fallen, the Lords of the Fallen. The same game made by the same company, but not the same name.
Yes, except the Lords of the Fallen is the first game. Lords of the Fallen is the second. Yeah.
When
Yeah,
they
continue-
I had massive hang on, I've seen this. This is already, I've got this.
That's probably gonna shoot them in the foot, actually.
Yeah, they've also got premiere footage of Mortal Kombat 1. Yes, give, please. Considering all the characters have been announced now, so it's like, yes, give me more. Let's see, we got Crimson Desert, which is the follow-on from Black Desert.
That's Black Desert single player, isn't it?
Yes. Well, we don't know anymore because they keep on flipping between is an MMO, is a single player. Keep on flipping between the both. So it could be Guild Wars. Well, I know. Assassin's Creed Mirage. And also Nightingale. That's going to get some.
Oh God, when's Nightingale
if
here?
we can finally get a release date for Nightingale, that'd be nice.
There's no official release date yet until, again, they tell us. But one thing I have found out, did you know that was only first person mode? It was only first person.
I believe they did mention that quite early on, yeah.
I didn't know this until they announced that they're putting in the third person camera due to request. So we'll have a third person mode. So myself can actually see what's going on.
I'm kind of glad for that, but also I can understand why not, because it was an FPS and it was never shown as not being an FPS. You were always first person watching somebody do something else.
Yeah, but during some of the trailers, they did show people in third person as well for the outfits and everything else.
That's true.
I'm considering it's out. It's going to be cosmetic based as well.
There's a lot of fashion on that. Yeah.
Yeah. Why aren't you showing people their cosmetics? Oh, it has to be in third. It has to be in first person. Like, why?
Yeah, I mean, hopefully they do the right thing with cosmetics. Unlike a recent game that's come out that's at least come out into beta. That has currently taking the biscuit for most expensive cosmetic items ever. I think.
Are we talking about
Palia? Yes.
Yes.
Which is which is currently a free-to-play cozy MMO. Cool.
No, it's free to play social online experience.
Yeah, so social MM. I say, it's
They have said MMO.
They have said MMO, and it is. They've got a few aspects of that, but it's got farming and stuff like that. It's basically, I'm trying to think of the
Harvest Moon.
Harvest Moon meets MMO in 3D. Yeah. That's kind of.
I specifically say Harvest Moon and not Stardew Valley, which I know most people will go, but Stardew's the better farming sim. You're right. As a Harvest fan, Stardew is the better farming sim. But this is feature light, so it's Harvest Moon.
Yeah.
It's so feature light and not have any social actual chat at the moment, so global chat still.
Oh God,
they've only just announced guild halls, so there's no social features at all. There's not even matchmaking. You can't even matchmake.
Interesting.
But the argument is it's a veteran team of developers and they're building on it slowly, much like they have done with V-Rising and Valheim, which is fair enough. But again, as you mentioned, cosmetic prices.
Yeah, where the in-game cosmetics are, it's another T-shirt, it's another pair of trousers, it's maybe a skirt. I'm not entirely sure offhand. And those are the ones you can unlock and do. And then you come to the ones that are paid for, which are really cool looking, especially compared to the other stuff you can get, that are the price of an entire new game.
Yeah.
30, 40, 50 pounds each.
Well, I mean, this the thing is, they wouldn't be the price of a full game if you could just buy the item for the value of the currency. But you've got to get the currency, and it only comes in packs. That means you've got to buy almost double what you actually need, in every situation.
Yeah.
It's not actually double or something like that. It's like I can't remember the actual numbers, so ignore these numbers in terms of actual reference. But it's like the shirt is 120 coins, and you have to buy a 50. You have to buy 100, and then a 50. So it's not. You have to buy like multiple packs. But that 100 and a 50 is still ridiculously expensive. Like 100 coins is, or 100 pseudo coins, whatever they call it, is the equivalent of
like $25 or something.
It's more than that. It's like 40.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't actually know the numbers, so it is actually a bit higher.
I think we've talked about it at some point. But yeah, it's like basically it's basically you have to buy the third tier pack to get close to the amount. Then you have to buy the lowest tier pack to match to over the price. And you got cash over. It's very mobile, like cash shop type pricing.
I mean, it's not just mobile. We're talking like 2010 era mobile. It's like there's no regulation, so we can do what we want. If we want to charge 40 quid for a teaspoon cosmetic, we're going to do it.
Yeah. Here we go. So so this is just an example of the Soothsayer bundle, which if I can get a big image of that, would be amazing. Do that. So the Soothsayer bundle that they've got that's up there, it's 2,550 coins per theme of it. There's 3 different themes of it. You can get them all for 5,100 coins. However, to buy that many coins, 3,650 coins is just under $50. So it's $50 for one of those outfits.
Yep.
That is utterly nuts.
Mm-hmm. Well, as you can see, if you buy now, you get a bundle deal and so much off. And if anybody's seen the Overwatch 2 store right now, basically everything's off on day one, so you don't know what the base price is. At least this gives you the base price, then shows you the discounted price. So get credit for that. They have a small credit.
Well, they're actually legally required to put that in, though. That is actually a minimum legal requirement by the FDA. Is it FCA? Trading Association of insert country here.
Again, which Overwatch 2 doesn't do.
So they can get panned in the face with that. But it's still like the cheapest outfit bundles comes to around $30, and that's for one outfit in a game. Yeah.
Which is about this collecting stuff. Game is free to play.
Otherwise, free to play. It's just
and I would say Pathfinder I'll just have some prices. So again, if and Warframe does as well. So if you're looking for a general consensus price, that's generally it.
But it does feel more expensive than even Path of Exile. Like I've not actually looked at the Path of Exile shop.
They found this pack for armor sets usually roughly between $50 and $70.
Okay.
So yeah, it's roughly
Yeah, I mean, okay, yeah. So I'm just quickly looking. Ferrofluid body armor variations from Path of Exile with 3 variations, and that's all 3 in there, is 250 to 280 per. So 280 coins. We'll say 300 for a nice even round number, because I can probably see how much those are. So 300 coins. 300 coins is actually exactly $30.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
One coin is always $1. So yeah.
Yeah, they actually.
Yeah.
Is it 1 coin is $1? No, it's 10 coins is $1.
10 coins is $1.
Okay, 10 coins is $1. Yeah. But again, it's like it's a certain amount, so you know the value just by looking at it. So.
Yeah. So that actually makes it easy. So yeah, that is between $25 and $28 per. You just divide it by 10. That's nice. I'll give them that. That's nice and easy for figuring out the numbers. Divide it by 10. Nice and easy. For the dollar cost, anyway. For the pound cost, divide it by. Let's not go there.
Yeah, well, that's just a cosmetic item for one arm piece.
That is, okay. So, okay, I'll give them that. They're on about par with that. Yeah. I don't know what they do for the things.
My issue with the game is, from what's been said on the grapevine, it's, even though the crafting experience is meant to be the focal point, it doesn't have any more than what you can get in standard MMOs. So people are arguing, what's the way of playing this game when you could just go to an MMO with a similar experience?
Yeah.
Yeah, why would I go to Parlia instead of Final Fantasy 14, which, okay, it takes a while to unlock, but I've got a 100-hour story and then farming on top of it compared to just farming.
Yeah. And I mean, even though you do have to pay, you can pay for a subscription on Final Fantasy 14. It's a bit more complex than that, but you can play most of the base game for free. So you can play 100 hours. First 3, isn't it?
Not quite yet. I think that's the end of this month.
Soon you'll be able to play November. By the end of the year, you'll be able to play the base game and 3 expansions for free, and still get all the cosmetics in game and stuff, because everything's in game. Everything's earnable in game, isn't it? I don't think there's any.
Notice the memes happening already. He's infected.
Yeah, I'm infected. Oh crap! I actually haven't played in a few weeks. Because no.
Well, we were both busy yesterday, weren't we?
That is true. That is very true. Yeah, but it's still. Yeah. But this is happening across, like on free tier games. I can see why you have a microtransaction. You end up with a cash shop. You kind of need a cash shop to figure out how to, especially on MMOs, to actually make money to keep the game going. So like Path of Exile and Paleo and the ones that are actually, they're free to play. We need money to, actually, keep the developers fair. Yeah. It's understandable. It makes sense. And then I'm
all about paying server costs, but this is something that's always bothered me about free-to-play games in their stores. If you want to sell a single outfit for, let's say, $10, that's fine. 1,000 people will buy it. If you sold that same outfit for $1, more than 10 times the amount of people would just buy it, because $1's nothing. I could spend $1. I could put $1 here, $1 there, $1 everywhere. On the store, I might spend a couple more. If I'm getting the jacket, I might as well get the shorts and the shoes as well, or this headdress is quite nice. Yeah. Before you know it, you've not just sold the one item, you've sold $10 worth of individual items, which, you've only made the same amount of money, but 30 times as many people have done that.
Yeah.
So I genuinely believe that they would make more money if they just sold things at a reasonable rate. And if they did so, they could also then justify putting out 3 times as many items, which means they get even more money.
Yeah. It's... Carry
on. I was going to say, but again, they don't want the long-term payouts. They don't want a long tail. They want the big hitters. They want the whales. Because
the problem is with that, though, especially when, like, if you're doing a not always on MMO sort of thing, then fair enough for the short term, because you're not expecting to stick around. But you're doing an MMO. How long do you expect this MMO to last? How many MMOs have we seen die this year?
Hang on. This is not fair, because a lot of them were dying. Were dying previously. COVID just killed them off quicker.
Yeah, that's true. But in the last, but how many MMOs have not lasted 2 years? Haven't even made it to release of these early access
that's
MMOs.
Unfair, because I can include Chrono Unchained and Richard Garriott and all that lot.
Yeah.
All the Kickstarter ones, including Pathfinder MMO, which I kickstarted. So there's been a lot of turnover, but again, those are the ones that are expected not to be living and then die.
Yeah.
Then you don't class the mobile ones. The mobile ones are just bad.
Oh, but again, the mobile ones will be coming and going.
That's no different than any gacha. The problem is these days, everybody puts the tag MMO on it because it has chat or has an online feature.
Yeah, it's just. Everyone's brain has just failed there. It's just
I think
disappointing.
Yeah.
It's just disappointing. Like there's so many like this mobile games. I will definitely say have some amazing ideas. Like hell, for monetization and for getting playability in building in the short-term playability. Like most mobile games are designed for a couple of minutes here and there. At most like half an hour, and then you put the phone down and can carry on with your day. You know, the thing you play over lunchtime.
Interesting enough, apparently in the Asian markets, mobile gaming is down by 30% because people are actually outside again.
Yeah, that's true as well.
Don't want to play MMOs.
No, and MMOs are always a time sink, but also like with them coming and going, like that's. There are MMOs that I remember trying out back on oh god, what was the name of it? I think it was MMORPG.com, which was a website which had a list of all the MMOs, and I was just going through and trying every single one. Just going, oh, this one looks interesting, playing it for half an hour, going, yeah. There's some of those I want to go back to. They don't exist anymore. There's nothing, you can't get the servers up anymore, and because they're MMOs and they're thereby inherently online only, they're dead. I mean, this happens so often as well that gaming history and good gaming history is disappearing.
One thing to mention on that with servers going offline and dead, Blizzard have done a good thing for people. I know it's shocking, but they've done something.
Sorry, are we talking the same Blizzard?
Yeah, Diablo 3 for its final update, I did offline single player.
No, see, this bothers me. This absolutely bothers me because I saw this article yesterday, day before, whenever I saw it, and my first thought was, how sodding long have we been asking for that? And you've been going, no, it's not worth it. No, we don't want it. No, only a small percentage of the community want it. No, we're not going to do it. It's too much development cost. And then the second a new game comes out, you go, oh, here you go, pittance. Here's a pittance. Yeah. Here's the smallest little thing that you've been asking for 7 years. We'll finally give it to you now that it's no longer important.
Yeah. It's not like it's been on the Switch either.
Yeah.
The Switch around it all.
Yeah, exactly. We know you can do it because it was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, really wound me up that. It's everyone's saying, oh, finally we get it. Finally, Blizzard have listened to us. No, they haven't. They haven't listened to you at all. They've basically given you the bare minimum to keep you happy so that the people who don't want to buy Diablo 4 yet still will play their game, even though they don't have to support it now because they're not even putting it into
maintenance mode.
Yeah, where we're just going to do random rolling seasons where it's all. They already have that set up. They don't even need to do anything. All they're doing is turning it off, essentially, and so that people don't complain, so that they don't get more bad press by people going, "Well, I can't play this game I've paid for." Well, actually, you can. You can host your own. You can do single player.
Yeah.
They've given us the bare minimum yet again, and they're touting it like it's the best thing ever. And I'm sick and tired of it, and I can't wait for Activision to shut them the fuck down. I hope they honestly walk in and just go, right, thanks for the company. Off.
Goodbye.
You mean Microsoft? You mean Microsoft, Activision?
Yeah, sorry. I was buying the whole lot.
Activision did that 10 years ago, so yeah.
I honestly want Microsoft to walk in and gut the entire company.
Yeah.
And just put people in charge who actually give a fuck.
Well, it's like currently they've added into our Classic, they're going to add hardcore servers. That's based off a player mod.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that, to be fair, because that is something that they have asked for and players have been wanting for a while. And it is something to just, because it's essentially free to play. If you're playing Warcraft, you get access to Classic anyway. So it's not like people are spending money on it or anything. So for them to add that in, I think that's actually something they've done that's the right decision.
Mm-hmm. They get it right once, they've got to get it right again twice this year, otherwise they're not clocked. They're just fluke.
Just give Blizzard to Elon.
No.
Why? They're going bust on their own.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's not like Steam are currently displaying displeasure over Overwatch 2. No.
Oh no. Not like they've just tanked Overwatch 2's review score overnight.
Yeah. Apparently that's mostly China, according to reports.
That is unsurprising.
Says back. So they're just saying with a review on this to decide to give us back our game.
Yeah.
Which they actually want. See.
Again, didn't Blizzard say they're not giving them the servers back because they were kicked out of China? But that's China's decision, not Blizzard's, if I remember rightly.
No, what happened was they had a deal with their Chinese partner to publish the games within China because they have to go through the third party. They've had them for 10 years. So they said, someone online, somebody decided to renegotiate the contract. Somebody walked in, I think it was Clay with Bobby, that decided to walk in, say something nasty, and then walk out. So everybody just split for the deal. Chaos ensued, the service was shut down. So,
yeah, so my understanding of it was that basically the company was basically giving the distribution partner in China was demanding very, very stupidly, how to put this, they wanted rates and that Blizzard were never going to accept because the Chinese government had said, do not renew this contract. We don't want Blizzard in China anymore. We're absolutely done with that company. So the company basically manipulated it to make Blizzard look like the bad guys. Blizzard then tried to pander to them. They went, no, and live streamed destroying the Blizzard HQ in China, which was funny as all hell.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So nobody wants it.
We don't know if that's true because we had 7 different stories, and the story that I knew was basically they went in with a high rate to try and negotiate them down, and then Bobby walked in, looked at the high rate, didn't want to negotiate, and walked off.
Yeah, which was a result, as far as I'm aware, that was a result of the Chinese government saying, do not renew this. So the company went in and went, we want everything. Blizzard can't afford to give it. Bobby got annoyed. The whole situation kicked off exactly like it was supposed to.
Yeah. As far as I was aware, as far as one of the stories was told, they actually wanted the contract still because that was making them money because that was bringing money into China. That was good for them. So again, we don't know the truth until we actually see the documentation, which we'll never see because again, legal stuff.
Yeah, I mean, hell,
I can't see anybody picking up that contract now.
No.
The servers are done. It's just nobody wants it because they don't want to get involved with the Chinese government and censorship.
And the only people that would even possibly consider it would be Microsoft. And China have already pretty much given the middle finger to Microsoft of going, no, get out.
No, they haven't because
rights.
They've got the distribution rights for the Xbox in there. So all they need to do is move WoW to Xbox. Oh look!
That'll go down well.
Yeah,
but even that was under massive concessions because the entire Xbox chat system in China is completely monitored.
Yeah,
it is government monitored. So even that was at massive concessions.
Yeah, I mean,
anyway,
crazy.
Do you want to go with happy news?
Please.
Sliver, do you want to talk about what you were doing yesterday?
I went to an arcade and it was amazing.
I will say, having been to the company before, but the one in Leeds, I do need to go to the one in Manchester. I think they've got 3 up and down the country: London, Leeds, and Manchester, and I would like to go to the Manny one.
Have they got one in London?
I believe so. It's the same company.
Yeah.
Arcade Club.
Well,
but yeah, Arcade Club in Manchester. Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, either way, just to put it out there, we can't show any footage or any photos because
I've read through that specifically, and that's only that actually only covers anything done for Timeless.
Yeah, again, we don't know what it was, so it's in our Discord anyway. If you want to go see some videos that I made,
113 covers them.
For those who don't know, the company basically, they have, in Manchester's case, 4 floors, in Leeds' case, at least 3, maybe 4. But you walk in, I think for Leeds one's 11 quid to get in on an afternoon, 20 quid if you want all day.
Nice.
And you walk in, there's a bar to one side where you can get like crap food and drinks and stuff, but then all 4 floors are arcade games, arcade machines, arcade cabinets. Leeds one has the old 4-player Simpsons arcade game and stuff like that.
Yes.
They've got light guns, they've got the old table machines where you sit down, they've got the full-on racing rigs. I still hold the record at Leeds for Space Harrier. No one has beaten me yet. Come at me.
I need to go to Leeds.
From everything I've heard, while the Leeds one is the machines tighter packed, the Manchester one is bigger and has more machines.
Yeah,
So
there is so many.
There was actually a floor just virtual arcade machines.
Yeah. The second floor in Leeds. I mean, you could literally spend 5 minutes on every single machine in that place and not get round the entire place in the morning.
I mean, we were there for what, roughly 6-7 hours.
Yeah,
something like that. We got there about 1 o'clock.
Much.
We got there about 1 and left about 9.
Yeah.
And I wanted to stay. To be honest.
Oh no, you said you wanted to stay, then looked completely shattered. So, yeah.
Oh yeah, no. I sat down, had hot dog and some Doritos. I don't have chips. I got Doritos and stuff.
Nachos.
And had a bottle of cider because I was like, I don't want any more beer. I want something sweet. And then I was just like, yeah, no, actually, it's home time. I was like,
the mind is willing, but the body is fatigued and weak.
Exactly.
And I had a headache today, but that was mostly because I didn't drink enough water before I went to bed. I did drink water when I got home. I was smart. I'm drinking water now as well.
Eventually, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the arcades now are really good, especially what was it, Joy-Cube?
Joy-Cube? I don't remember.
It's basically a 5x5 grid of squares. It's a bit basically, but it's a 5x5 squares, light box that you have to keep on it. I really like that. And the hand-eye coordination is shit. So yeah, that was some harm of being easy. But yeah,
I can't remember what my favorite one was at the Leeds one, but imagine you've got imagine a table with a screen in it, and each corner of that screen there's a rotary dial, like an old volume dial, and it's 4-player, and each of you's got a castle. It might just be called like Castle Knights or something like that, or Nightmare or something, and you basically play Pong with a fireball in 4-player mode. And you've got to try and chip away at the enemy castle, like Super Breakout.
Okay.
And that we genuinely spent swapping out and playing different people, and just about 7 of us go usually. We genuinely spent about an hour on that. Oh, that thing! I did. There's one of those at Leeds, and I never could figure out how to actually play it.
There was an instruction sheet on one of them that made it a bit easier. But otherwise you're just kind of guessing as you fail to translate Japanese, because this and a lot. This and a lot of other games in there all use this e-amusement pass thing for saving a game, but that every single one of them said this game is not for export outside of Japan. Every single one had in English. It's just like oh dear.
Just to mention something, Volunteer. There was one arcade machine there. It was the first thing you played. Sliver. Over there. Actually, the entire Yakuza karaoke tracks.
Was it one of like the old drum machines, but that kind of thing?
It's basically it was a screen with all buttons surrounding it. You had to,
the circle of buttons. Yeah, I've forgotten what that one's called as well.
Yeah,
that is
the rocking machine looking thing.
Yeah,
where you got like the buttons around the outside, and then you slide your hand across the screen and stuff like that.
No, it's not sliding your hand across the screen. It's just you do.
You do have to. Yeah, no. You've the advanced movements is sliding as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you do.
You just play on the other ones.
Yeah.
There was a speedrun at GDQ about 2 years for that, and the guy had basically spent $5,000 to put one in his basement. And I had 5 minutes on it, and I was dripping. Like how he did an hour's showcase, I'll never know.
I want one, and that's the most annoying thing about every single one of the rhythm games, apart from Rhythm Heaven. They had a Rhythm Heaven Japanese arcade, and they had a Tong Tong. I've forgotten the drumming one, the 2 drums or 4 drums one.
Toki Toki.
Toki Toki. They had that one, but unfortunately, one of the drums is so knackered that it wasn't registering for me, which was annoying.
When they had a normal arcade over in Sheffield, on that drum machine was the first time I ever heard a Utada Hikaru track outside Kingdom Hearts, and it was the song Traveling, and I got so good at that one.
Yeah.
Sliver, I've sent you a message in Discord. See if you can find any gameplay footage of that one. I don't know if they had it at the Manchester one, but that is by far the best game at the Leeds one.
Have you sent it to the right Sliver?
I put it in the podcast meeting chat.
Oh, you did? Oh, right. Sorry. Yeah, I was looking. I wasn't sure where you put it.
Yeah, all I'll say about my time is there will be vengeance. Sliver will be eating an outrun at some point.
Oh, I was a drifty motherfucker. I know how to drift on outrun immediately, and I drive manual as well.
Yeah.
So I'm
Did you
a dick.
notice why you lost? Well, why I lost?
Why?
Because you clipped me and I went flying in the end.
Oh, there we go.
I did, but I did also see you go flying over me a few times, and I just kept driving underneath. I love it. They do have that one in the Manchester, so but I didn't get to play it.
See if you can put some footage up on screen of that if you can, because that shit crazy is the only way to describe that game.
Wait, flip the table? Hang on.
Yeah, but the outside of rhythm stuff, there was pinball machines, there was actual physical games as well, like basketball. Apparently, Sliver's very good at skee ball. That's what we discovered.
I only got 25k in one run. That was a really bad run as well. That was my best run, but that was like I was still learning the aim. I'm trying to find a good video of it, and it's not the easiest one to find.
The premise of it is that the entire control system is a table, as in a physical plastic table, and you can push it down slightly for down, you can lift it up for up, and then you can tap it for accept. But when it comes to the games, there's many different variants of why you need to grab this table and flip it, essentially. So one of them is you've got to send some food as far down a shot put course as you can. Or another one is you're a ghost at your own funeral and you're annoyed at the turnout, so you're flipping your own coffin. And it's the most batshit crazy game. But it's so much fun if you get 4 people on it, or like competing against each other, taking it in turns. It is utterly crazy. Like that one that's on stream as I'm talking, you've got to try and essentially knock the food over without your. It's like, what's it called? What time is it, Mr. Wolf?
Yeah.
You've got to try and knock the food off the table by vibrating it without your mum knowing you're doing it. It's utterly bizarre. And every time we've gone, me and one of the other guys, we've broken it by doing that, flipping the table. We're doing it so hard, we knackered the sensor every time.
Oh no. Which is very bad because obviously it's an import and difficult to get hold of. Very difficult by the looks of things.
And then the other ones they've got is upstairs, they've got like a retro room with old CRT TVs where you can play Mega Drive and NES and SNES. And then on the 3rd floor, they've got 2 switches, one with Mario Kart, one with Smash Bros, right next to 3 Oculus Rifts, wired up with Beat Saber and stuff.
The VR thing wasn't available for us.
The VR wasn't available. That's where the stage is in the Manchester one.
Well, the first time I went was, you remember when COVID happened and then we were all out of lockdown and then we all got to be outside again and then COVID happened again. And oh no, COVID too, kind of thing. We went in that gap. And as we got there and everyone's like, do you want to go on the VR? I'm like, I've got VR. We went upstairs and had a look and I'm like, I'm sorry, have you seen the pile of sodden towels next to those VR machines as they're wiping them down after every use? Hell no, I'm not going on that VR.
No.
It's grimy as all hell.
Yeah. No, I mean, one thing they didn't have that many. They didn't have any retro consoles at the apart from like one of the booths had some Dreamcast. I didn't see any anyway.
PC, Switch. No, that was a console for that. But again, that was because of the event, not.
I don't know if they had any. I don't know if they had any actual arcade consoles there. They had some Switches and Xboxes. In fact, they had a 16. It was at least 16. I didn't actually count the screens. 16-player ring of Xboxes for Halo.
Yeah.
And it's just like, that's awesome.
I think the one that leads also has a Minecraft room. It's just
Really?
like shitty old PCs all running one Minecraft server.
Awesome.
Which is not interesting to me in any way, shape, or form, but fascinating that that's what they went for, because it's always full.
Yeah. Oh, it's fascinating. That's the sort of thing I'd love to just go in at the end of a day and just explore what the hell the world's like. I hope they reset it every day or something, or save the worlds and publish them. That would be cool. Yeah. No. I mean, I mentioned Dreamcast because there was one stall from Debug, who are a publisher and magazine. And they write magazines as well. I've got the 2 magazines in the room. They're still publishing games on Dreamcast on the CD, and it's just like, oh my god! I nearly bought them.
Indie scene for Dreamcast in Japan still. It's been going. It's non-stop. It's been going.
These are all UK games. Well, English games.
Actually, speaking of, I mentioned Dizzy earlier. For those of you who don't know, Dizzy is an old Amiga/Spectrum game about an egg, like an old adventure game.
Mm-hmm.
I thought there was like 5 of these things at most.
No.
Turns out there's like 30 of them.
Yeah.
You know, the last one was released in 2022 on the Spectrum.
Yes.
They're still releasing official Dizzy games on the Spectrum. What
Yes.
the hell are you doing?
And they got spin-off series like fast food and
Yeah.
and stuff. And,
But the dev cost for a Dizzy game must be a cup of tea.
Yeah. Yeah. I just seeing it there is like, oh, okay. If I had a HDMI out for my Spectrum, which I would like to get, but it's 100 and something quid, I would actually probably try that.
Well, Dizzy 2 is on Steam. And I will be honest, while we were talking about it yesterday, I did nip onto eBay and picked up both Fantastic Dizzy and Magic Land Dizzy for £2.
Huh.
Yeah, original Spectrum in case, decent nick. I thought, I'm having that.
Ooh.
I'm right.
Is this actually the game as is, or is it properly remastered or something? Looks like
That's a remaster of Dizzy 2.
Okay.
Mm.
One friend has played this game. I wonder which friend that is. Yep.
Me, while in fetal position yesterday, screaming at it because I can't remember where to put the cat.
Yeah, don't ask me about the movie logic and that. I'm playing them, but I just can't remember any of the solutions. Especially the ones that are timed. It's like, oh no, go away.
Yeah, I don't remember. I only remember Fantastic Dizzy, where you start in the dungeon with the troll, and you're like trying to figure out how to get out of it, and you give him the fresh apple, and he goes, "Thanks, that's really nice of you. I'd like to let you through, but the wizard will boil me alive if I do. So you're going to have to use the jug of water and douse the fire and escape through the roof." Giant troll, really nice of you.
Yeah.
It's not quite on Monkey Island with the level of bizarre mechanics. Oh yes, of course the way to get across this river is to combine the pulley with the rubber chicken to make a zip line across the river.
Yeah.
Everybody knew that straight away.
Yeah, to circle back and loop this in with yesterday, and there's an actual retrospective on the complete history of Dizzy done by DJ Slopes,
Nice.
who I met yesterday.
Was it the thing yesterday? Yeah.
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 Like, yay!
Definitely a person that me and Caedes have heard of.
Yes, I know this person. I have seen his YouTube many times. That one was amazing.
Yes, definitely.
Yes. Anybody knows him, yeah, be jealous. Anybody that doesn't know him, I'll introduce you to his content later. A lot of retrospective stuff, a lot of Kickstarter stuff. Yeah, it's worth watching.
Sean just put in chat, Simon the Sorcerer could not be made these days. Think again, number 3's on its way.
Yeah.
They're currently making Simon the Sorcerer 3.
And it's not like stuff like Alone in the Dark is being redone and repackaged for this year.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere, Flashback 2.
Yeah.
Nobody asked for that, never mind saw it coming. Because Flashback was one of the hardest platform RPGs. It was crazy difficult.
Jesus.
Yeah. Honestly, with all the retro gaming, where is my Golden Axe Warrior?
Which one?
Where is my Golden Axe Warrior remake?
Oh, right, yes.
Yes.
No, Golden Axe Warrior was terrible. That was like the old top-down Final Fantasy turn-based.
No. Top-down Zelda. Yeah.
Yeah, it was horrible.
I loved it. I'm sorry, but like it. We've got Gunner Trap and the new Wonder Boy game. Why can't we have Golden Axe Warrior as well?
If we're going to do a Golden Axe, I would like the guys who just did Streets of Rage 4, I would like those to take a crack at a Golden Axe, side scroller again, keeping the vein. But if I'm honest, if we're talking remakes of that caliber, what I really, really want is for Toys for Bob, who remastered and remade Spyro and Crash.
Oh, yeah.
I want them to take a crack at both Rayman and Croc.
Oh,
If I can get to remaster Croc, I don't need any other remasters. I am done.
Yeah, Toys for Bob, like, unfortunately, their recent games include Overwatch and Call of Duty Warzone, but also include Spyro Reignited and Crash Bandicoot 4.
Yeah, Toys for Bob, they don't make games that they don't care about. They only make games that they give a crap about.
Yeah.
So they're up there for me with Devolver Digital.
Yeah.
Mm.
Unless Daddy Kotick decides it got to be on patch duty for a COD game.
True.
Yeah.
Hopefully soon that won't be a problem. She's going to be out on her ass.
Yeah.
Waking up.
Yeah, Simon the Sorcerer 1 and 2 both on Steam, 3 incoming soon.
Yeah.
I saw the announcement last week. I was like, I'm sorry, what year is this?
Yeah,
a good year actually.
Like I was
going to do. Sorry, go on.
I was going to say, like, with games that are old, there is a long list of ones that I want. I would love to come out. The first one is Eat This, which is a game I'm planning on speedrunning, which is from Image Line. If you remember them.
Vaguely, yeah.
They only came out with 6 games. But I remember. I'm amazed I remember them. For 2 of the games are called Porntress and Pornpipe.
Oh, okay. And I'm sure that's a game about Pornpipe. It's clearly a game about a person who's down on their luck, but is able to sell the plastic pipes for money to the local pawnbroker. That's clearly what that's about. Couldn't be anything else. Boom.
I'm going to close that window so I don't accidentally end up on the wrong fucking screen. Jeez. But yeah, I like Eat This as a game that I would love to see come back out again because it was silly. It's a side-scrolling shooter, and it's rocket guns and killing aliens. What more do you need?
There's one I would like to take a crack at actually. I would really like to see a modern take. It doesn't have to be a remake or a remaster, just a number 3 or a modern take on Paperboy. Because it was such a silly game.
A modern take on Paperboy. The paper lad gets 1,000 papers, gets them charged, invincible in the closest kit.
I mean, to be fair, you could do a Futurama game because they did that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome Express.
Ah, dear.
Yeah.
There is a long list.
Yeah, in the current news, to bring this up, apparently the Xbox 360 store will be closing soon.
Well,
So
next
speaking of-
year we haven't been given a date, as far as I'm aware.
They put the date in the article. Actually, it was something like June 2024.
Yeah,
Okay,
off
we're
my
talking
head.
just under a year then.
July
just bring
29th, 2024.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And I just bring this up because Gerard the Completionist tweeted, "Here we go again."
Yeah, because what happened last time? Oh, he bought every game available on the Nintendo DS Virtual Console and the Nintendo DS online store and stored them on I don't know how many memory cards. He actually owns every single game that was ever available within reason because there's some that he couldn't get because they'd already been pulled and already been removed and couldn't get anymore.
Now that tangents into a approximate gaming story, but for those who've been following it, Internet Archive lost their suit. They are no longer allowed to host audiobooks anymore as part of their archiving, because they were basically working as a library, and the American Library Service has sued them and won, unfortunately, which means that now there is precedent, which means a lot of things is going to be getting taken off of Internet Archives, including old Spectrum games, Mega Drive games, and I imagine the first to go will be Nintendo. Because unfortunately, that is a lot for us.
Yeah, and this is why like I prefer getting the actual original hardware these days in the games because
It's
Yeah.
mine. You can't take it from me.
Yeah, I can play this forever now. Well, until it breaks. But but it's like there is so many games that are gone forever, and it was a recent article by, I think it was NoClip, who do a lot of these things. Who's been doing some analysis, where it's 80%. Like with all the think about all the games that are coming out on Switch from on their Game Boy and stuff like that, and then realize that this is less than 5% of all games that were ever released. There is 80% of games that have been released that no one can get hold of anymore.
Yeah.
There's no way to play them. They're lost. They're no longer published anymore, and there's no copies of it outside of online. And this is just in the online sphere. We're not talking about like the NES and SNES and Game Boy and PlayStation. There are entire people who have full collections of every game ever published. No, we're talking ones where you get to in the modern day of a case in point of recent thing, Xbox 360. I can name you a game immediately that almost was lost forever, which is Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Yeah.
That game I have on Xbox, and I hope I still got at the moment, was a great game. It was an absolutely great game.
Man. Does that exist anymore?
Yeah.
Because
It'll be a sad day when none of us can play Hexen.
Oh,
no,
this genuine.
No, that's mean.
No, I'm saying genuinely. Like when we all got our Xbox 360s and we powered it up and we were downloading our first game because we put the disc in, and it said, "Oh, sorry, you've got to download the updates because you had the audacity to dare to be online at the time." What did we all do? We booted up Hexen while we were waiting for it to load.
Hexic, not Hexen. Hexic. Hexen is the
Hexic, sorry.
Yeah, okay. Hexic is the hexagon game. Hexen is the Doom-like.
The dark Doom-like Activision currently owns.
It's Hexic that I'm thinking of now.
Yeah. There was actually. Did you know there was a sequel, Hexic 2?
Yes.
It's a mobile.
But that'll be gone. That'll be gone for good. We need best get copies downloaded.
Yeah. Yeah, that was insane. It's actually, you can buy it now. Hexic 2 is just more of the same game. It was actually a good little game. I must say, I played several minutes of it.
I enjoyed all 4 minutes of that game.
Yeah.
So this is a closing out story. On the 360 years ago, there was a bug that was released as part of Modern Warfare 2. If you downloaded the Modern Warfare 2 demo, booted it up, and then went into the Xbox home menu, but didn't go to the home, you just went through the blades and scrolled across to load another game. From there, loaded any SNK game, so any King of Fighters, any Metal Slug, all of those. Even though you only had the demo of those games downloaded, for some reason it loaded the full game. You could just play the lot. As long as you went into Modern Warfare first, and then loaded the Metal Slug demo from there, you could play the entire thing. And nobody was ever able to figure out why.
And I'm guessing that's gone now because they no longer have the same control scheme.
They basically patched it all down and took it all away, but they basically made it so that when you load a game from the blades, it takes you briefly back to the home menu and then loads the game rather than loads it directly.
Wow.
You could access the entire SNK catalog just by loading up Modern Warfare demo.
Ironically enough, technically I could get that then, because my Xbox 360 is my original one when it came out. And so if I reset it, it goes all the way. It will actually go back to original Blade style layout. It gets very confusing when I do a reset every now and again.
The problem is, to get the demo, you'd have to go online, and it won't let you online until you update the latest patch. So you'll always, unless you've got a way of loading it on without going online, you can't do it.
Yes, which you get. I think you put it onto an external hard drive that's pre-formatted, and it will work.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because it's Windows underneath. Okay.
Right. Well, we are unfortunately over the hour.
Yes, we've got games to play and things to see.
Yeah,
I've got food to eat.
And food too.
It's not like I've got Wayfinder waiting for me.
I'm tempted to throw up a quick stream after. I'm going to grab some food, and then I'm tempted to see if I can jump on and see how it handles it on stream.
Yeah.
So there might be a short one from me this evening.
May do a co-op stream then?
Yes, possibly. We can have a look.
Yeah, possibly.
In that case, who wants to go first?
Well, I've already gone, so let's do me.
Yeah, there you go, Kate.
Yes, I am CaedesEnder. I am no longer on the shitter, so I may as well remove that little piece from the placard. You can find me usually on Twitch 4 out of 8 days of any given week. Yes, I said 8 days a week. That's how I roll. And I will be back possibly tonight, probably tonight, but definitely on Sunday with some more Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah, and I can update it on the fly. There we go. It's gone.
Get rid of that fucking X out of here.
And Kremlik, who it's also saying on Twitter, but I don't think we have a choice at the moment.
Yes, yeah. So unfortunately, my only point of access is either via the platform that's formerly known as Twitter or Discord, which I rule over, and I in the background in of most of the Broken Respawn community. So yeah, that's my job, and that I have no issue on fire. So wonderful. So.
Yeah, and I'm TBSliver. I seem to have come up with this stupid idea, so I'm to blame for most of it. You can find me on TBSliver on most places, including Mastodon. I don't have that one up yet because I need to modify the overlay. So mastodon.social/@TBSliver. I actually have it. Otherwise, I'm live Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday with a variety of things. I forgot to mention my speedrunning, but on Tuesdays I'm normally speedrunning, though this coming Tuesday I don't know offhand, because I'll debate. You'll find out. Join the Discord, which is I think linked below. I hope it is. If it isn't, I suck.
Also worth mentioning tomorrow. What are you doing tomorrow?
What am I doing tomorrow? That is a very good question. I can't remember what I'm doing tomorrow.
It is called a Zelda game.
Oh yeah. Yes, I'm starting Ocarina of Time. Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, I think, is the next one, isn't it?
It's his first 3D Zelda.
Yay!
This is going to ruin you, dude. This is going to absolutely bake your noggin.
Oh
and
yeah,
the amount of backseating I've got control of is amazing.
Oh god, I think I expect the backseating, to be honest.
You're rolling the wrong way. You took me getting 2 people. How do you get this?
Yeah.
What we need to do is we need to have Kremlik playing alongside you on a randomizer so that it messes him up. And he can't backseat because he's not sure what's where.
No, but hopefully, because I know exactly where most things are, I can actually stop everybody from telling Sliver where.
Well, why don't Sliver play rando first time then? Because there is logic bound randos.
No.
And you can't.
No, I've seen the ones where the bows that appear.
They're great.
The pain. Yeah.
They're great.
I mean, that would be a case of someone else plays alongside without on stream and be like, yeah, you're going to have to restart, the bow isn't here.
Yeah, as long as you don't reset your save, you're fine.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, I'll be playing on Switch anyway, so that's going to be the thing. And in fact, I'll be playing on Switch with the official N64 Switch controller with the see-through button. Yeah, because it's green.
Posers play on Switch. Us pros, we have in our hand the original in-box Nintendo 64 Ocarina of Time. Thank you very much. Good night.
Mine's not in a box, but I do have a N64 and HDMI and controllers in the other room. I just can't be asked to hook it up.
I said good night.
I said good night. And on that note, we shall call it good night. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining. Yeah, have a great one, and we will catch you all in about 2 weeks' time. Yeah, have a great time wherever you are. See you all later.